But, we've all heard people say, oh, I want to go to hell. That's where all the fun people are. That's where all the cool people are. It's in hell. Guys, it's not going to be cool in hell. You're just burning and frying to death. Not cool. It's not fun. There's not going to be any fun going on there. Nothing fun. And that's the perception, that people have. Oh, it's boring in heaven. We just sit on the clouds with harps and just play them. It's like, that never says that in the Bible ever. When it describes heaven, it's pretty awesome, actually. And it has nothing to do with harps on clouds. But if you like harps and you want to sit on a cloud, go for it. I wouldn't mind doing that for a little bit. But, harps are pretty, I like the sound of a harp. But the point is, they try to make it seem boring in heaven and really cool and fun in hell. It's not going to be like that, guys. Sorry. Hell is just a garbage can. That's all it is. It's an incinerator, right? Kind of like Mount Trashmore. Where I grew up, they had a place called Mount Trashmore, and it was just a big mountain, and you guys have seen plenty of those, where they put all the trash and they just burn it, and they have these little pipes that come out of the mountain, and all the fumes come out, and they just keep putting the trash in there. That's where you're going. You're going to Mount Trashmore. You're going to be fueling hell. You'll be the fuel for hell if you go to hell. Okay, so you don't want to go there. And the whole point of it is because God, you're in eternal matter. You're eternal. So he's got to do something with you. He's like, well, you can't come into heaven because you're just going to ruin the place like you did to earth. So I got to put you somewhere. So I'm just going to put you over here. And maybe, I don't know if it's, it does say second death. So I don't know, it does say their worm will never die, but I don't know if perhaps their consciousness will, so they don't necessarily have to suffer for eternity, but they'll be quarantined. That element of them will be quarantined forever. I don't exactly know how it works. I don't know how great we'll all feel having a great time while we hear people suffering next door. I don't know how fun that would be for us. So my guess is there's sort of a time period to it of the suffering side of it, kind of paying for your sins because you didn't let Jesus pay for it, and then you're kind of extinguished, at least out of consciousness. That's just a perception I have, but I don't really know. We only God knows. But that's when I look at the scriptures and it says it's a second death, then that makes it sound like there may be some finality to it rather than eternal suffering. Eternal suffering and death, not quite the same thing, right? So something to think about there. But let's keep going.